The Meadow Mouse by Theodor Roethke. Theodor Roethke. Theodor Hubner Roethke, born on 25 May 1908 in Saginaw, Michigan. Attended the University of Michigan, earning a BA and MA in English in 1936. Taught English at several universities, including Michigan State University, Lafayette College and Pennsylvania State University. Suffered from manic depression, which fueled his poetic creativity. Married Beatrice O'Connell, a former student, in 1953. Won the Pulitzer Prize for Poetry in 1954 for his book, The Waking. Suffered a heart attack and died on 1 August 1963 in a friend's swimming pool on Bainbridge Island, Washington. The Meadow Mouse. Published in the collection The Far Field in 1964. Expresses the experience with a mouse found in the meadow. Indicates the love between human and animal. Explores the fragility of life with profound empathy. Summary. The poem is in first-person narrative. The poet starts the poem by describing the bed created by him in a shoebox with nylon stocking. In that shoebox he made the mouse, which he found in the meadow to rest. The mouse was initially found trembling and shaking under a stick in the meadow. The speaker picked up the mouse by its tail and brought it inside. The mouse is trembling all over, compared to a quaker, and the speaker held the mouse gently in his hand. The mouse's whiskers are described as sticking out comically, like those of a cartoon mouse. The mouse's feet are small and delicate, resembling leaves, and are also compared to those of a lizard. The mouse's feet are pale and spread out wide as it tries to escape. The mouse's movements are compared to those of a tiny, wriggling puppy. The mouse is full with 3 kinds of cheese and water drank from a bottle cap and is lying at the corner for the box. The mouse's tail is curled under its body and its belly is as big as its head, and its ears are compared to those of a bat and are moving in response to the slightest noise. The poet wonders if it is just his imagination that the mouse no longer trembles when he approached. The next morning, the speaker finds the shoebox empty and the mouse is gone. The poet questions where the mouse has disappeared to. The mouse is affectionately compared to a small child nuzzling in the poet's palm. The speaker imagines the mouse running under the wings of a hawk and the watchful eye of an owl perched in an elm tree. The mouse's survival is now dependent on avoiding predators like the shrike, snake, and cat. The poet now imagines a young bird that has fallen into the grass, a turtle struggling on a dusty highway, and a paralyzed person in a rising tub of water. He thinks of all those innocent, hapless, and forsaken things. The poet concludes the poem with a meditation on the innocence and helplessness of the mouse and other creatures, emphasizing their vulnerability and abandonment. For more videos, like, share, subscribe. Thank you.